Part 7 of When You Fell for a Dangerous Man and Your Possessive Best Friend Was Obsessed with You. Author point of view. Taehyung placed you on the counter after sharing a special moment. You were blushing hard. So what do you want to eat? I didn't give you earlier in the day, so now it's on me. Food. Then it hit you that the kitchen was a mess. Jan, who cleaned the kitchen? Did you? He shrugged. Jan, how you did that all by yourself. Ta told you the perks. So what should I make for you? Jan, anything but not salad. He laughed and started collecting ingredients. Working expertly, his hands were fast as he put the dish in the oven. Ta, soon our pizza will be ready. Coming to you. He tucked up your chin as your mouth was opened. Jan, how did you do that so fast? He again shrugged and dragged you near himself. And he lifted you. Ta, what do we do until the pizza is ready? You ran your hand through his dark hair that felt softer than yours. Jan, we can do. And he stepped towards the lounge. He reached to your cheeks as his lips tucked up with a smile. Ta, getting naughty, huh? You laughed, looking at the ceiling. Your swan-like neck at the view, and he couldn't stop himself. And that was very. You felt the electricity through your whole body. You were breathing heavier. Jimin, am I at the wrong time? Your head jerked towards the unknown voice, while Taehyung at the interruption that he didn't like. The very wrong time with bad manners. You hit on his shoulder when he was not putting you down. Jimin, all your doors were open. He allowed you on your feet. Ta, why you came? Jimin, we need to discuss about Jungkook. Chan, wasn't he caught? Ta, I can handle it, you can go now. Jimin, if he again come for Chan, that he sure definitely will, then you cannot stop him all by yourself. Darkness flashed through his eyes as he rubbed his jaw. Ta, don't meddle, Jimin. You are trying to save your brother, even if that risks her life. Your gaze darted to Taehyung, who was inhaling sharply. Jimin, he can only be stopped if he gets killed or give him Yan. Ta, I am not going to give him Yan. His words and tone held possession. Shan, I am not an object. You thought that was necessary to remind them. Jan, Jungkook said that he cannot be killed. You saw they both shared a look. Jimin, there is a way. Jan, what is that? Ta, first, you need to catch him. Jimin, you felt like Taehyung intentionally stopped him. Jimin, I will, Taehyung. He came in front of you and forwarded his hand. Jimin, I am Jimin, Taehyung's cousin. You gave in your hand. Taehyung's face twisted and he pulled back your hand. Jimin raised a brow at him while he was just staring at him with sealed lips. Dang of oven robbed attention of all three. Shan, pizza is ready. Jimin, wow, pizza! Taehyung rolled his eyes when Jimin followed you to the kitchen. The room Taehyung gave you was very spacious, but it felt filled when he walked in. Sitting on king-sized bed, you studied him from head to toe. Ta, Jimin just left. Shan, I see. Awkward silence speeded up your heartbeat. Ta, you need something? You shake your head. Ta, I will be staying here in this room with you. Your eyes wide and heart thumping, ready to jump out of the ribcage. Jan, why? Ta, it can be dangerous to leave you alone, and I don't want so. You nodded to act normal, but your breathing was uneven when he jumped on other side of bed and was now laying on his back. Ta, this bed is too big. We two can share, right? You again nodded absently and laid back. He was facing the ceiling, but your face changed color when he turned on his side. The you are safe, nothing will happen to you. What happened in the day flashed you, Jean Taehyung. He hummed and slid closer to you. Many questions flooded in your mind. His warmth surrounded you. Jean, is there really a way to kill Jungkook? His muscles stiffened. And we will talk about this tomorrow. Let's sleep now. You didn't like how he was again hiding things. He brought his face near and you moved on your side. It was difficult to trust him when there were so many secrets. He didn't say a word and rolled to his side too. From the last night, things were silent between you two. No words exchanged. During breakfast, right, and now in the classroom. Lecture ended and students were leaving the class now. The young student looked down at you. Ta, aren't you coming? You left your place and poured your eyes into his. Jan, Taehyung, who is Taz? His eyes flickered with a memory that wasn't pleasant at all. Jan, or should I say, who was Taz? Ta, I will tell you later. Jan, I want to hear it right now. His moving feet halted. Ta, Jan, you are getting late for your next class. His eyes empty. Jan, I don't care, just tell me. Then why you just came to uni? His loud voice echoed in the room. You felt distant, negative feelings strolling over you. Shan, so you will not tell me. Ta. If you don't want to take class, then we will leave. You two were not officially together, but still, you thought there is something. But what use of it when he had to hide so many things? Taehyung sighed when you walked past him. Yan, don't you follow me in next class? You left, and after 5 minutes, he also stepped out of the room. In the way towards classroom, your heart was heavy now. All what happened between you and Taehyung was hovering over your mind. Changing your plan, you skipped the class and entered into the game hall. At that time, it was all empty. You slid down against the wall. Shan, who is his priority, me or his brother? After half an hour, you left your place to leave. Jungkook, sweetheart, your heart rate dangerously high when you heard him. Jungkook was stepping towards you. He saw you trembling. You hurried towards the door and it was locked. Shan, someone open. Words buried in your throat when you felt his breathing hitting your earlobe. JK, Taehyung is standing outside the class waiting for you. That scared you to your core. You wished you had not said him to not follow in the classroom. Or at least, he had not obeyed. Shan, what do you want, Jungkook? JK, you. Shan, impossible. JK, I can make it possible. Your grip tightened on your door handle. When he JK, pay attention to touches Yan, he whispered and pulled you away from the door. Breathing heavily, you looked at his face. JK, you will like it. He cupped your face in his palms. You wanted to remove them, but your limbs were not moving. Thrusting a strand of hair behind your ear, you closed your eyes. JK, your temperature is rising. Your mind screaming to stop him. JK, I love you so much. Shan, Jungkook, his grip tightened as made you were now in his hold. You did and looked in his dark corpse. JK, I had waited for years to be loved by you. Your eyes were flooded with emotions. You leaned to him. JK, it feels amazing seeing you like this. And that was none of you was taking the break. His hands suddenly he shrieked and backed away. His face twisted due to pain. His touch was gone, and you blinked, trying to understand what had just happened between you two. and you touched your lips. Jungkook was taking deep breaths while Taehyung was standing in the back door, his eyes throwing fire. Jungkook, did you enjoy the scene? Taehyung threw a ball-like thing at him. He moved and it hit the wall, making a burning hole in it. I will kill you, Jungkook, because your girlfriend just. You shake your head, looking at Taehyung, who ran to Jungkook. Even though his back was hit, he still stood firm. When Taehyung was near him, he made a sharp movement, and Taehyung groaned in pain. Yan, Taehyung, you held him, who was folded with his hand at his chest. Jungkook, come with me, Yan. Taehyung tightly grabbed your hand, and his knee hit the floor. Yan, don't come near me, Jungkook. He looked disappointed when he noticed you were not under some spell anymore. Jimin, Shan, where are you? You heard Jimin's voice and so did Jungkook. JK, you have to come with me, Shan, or you will die. To be continued. Thanks for watching and next part will be uploaded soon.